Ivan, ooh, Ivan is on fire. He sometimes makes goalies wish they'd never been born at all. That might be the best Freddie Mercury impression you've ever heard. Okay, it was terrible. Never do it again. That is not true. I like to try new and stupid things. Anyway, how's your night going? I'm having too much fun already. I love this. Ivan Demidov, first career 3-point night in the NHL. Jakob Dobes, first rookie in NHL history to start back-to-back seasons. 5-0-0. Roll it. Let's go.
I could not have been more wrong.
And I just want you to know that I'm really sorry.
Let's go!
When Patrick Laine is a Montreal Canadian. Thank you.
Ça va bien, Montreal!
Welcome to Montreal, Ivan Demidov!
Okay, it's late. Got to stop yelling. But the Montreal Canadiens do what they needed to do, gosh darn it, and that is get a huge bounce-back win after that game in Edmonton the other night where you all saw what happened. You saw my reaction. Some of you, welcome to the channel for all that, by the way. Is it too early to ask for you guys to like and subscribe? Well, if you would like to, please like. Thank you for that. Now, let's get down to business. These Canadiens really needed a bounce-back win, man, and they absolutely did it. They absolutely did it. Shout out John and Paul. Captain Nick Suzuki, my Tim Hortons pick. Mike Matheson, my lookalike from Pointe Claire, Quebec, Canada, where I was also born. Juraj Slafkovsky and Ivan Demidov. Those are your four Habs goal scorers, and yeah, this was big, and it keeps the Canadiens first in the Atlantic Division. They are now 7-3-0 on the season, tied with New Jersey for first in the Eastern Conference. Did you guys know that the Tampa Bay Lightning are last right now in the Eastern? That's just weird. Shout out to Patrick Laine after the announcement was made today. He posted on his Instagram, "You don't lose if you get knocked down. You lose if you stay down." That's a quote from Muhammad Ali. So Patty is clearly going to stay inspired as he recovers from surgery. Speaking of inspired, how about these Canadiens? And you know, the way this game ended was perfectly poetic justice for the Canadiens based on the Edmonton game, because they go down 2-0, they storm back for four goals in a row, and they end up winning in regulation. It's just a nice way to see this one end, because last game was quite the opposite. That's in the rearview mirror, thankfully. So the Canadiens take 2 out of 3 so far in this Western Road swing. A win against Calgary, a win against Vancouver. Now they're going to go try to end this road trip on a high note and beat the Seattle Kraken. Let's get cracking. The Canadiens went down 2-0 early on a nice goal, actually, from Elias Pettersson. Just his second goal of the season. It was a nice play where he was open, and Connor Garland actually made a good pass to make sure to get the puck over to him. He roofs it on Dobes, and they go up 1-0. Jake DeBrusk then on the power play at 6:43, just a couple of minutes later, and it's 2-0 for the Canucks. Thank goodness the Canadiens get a power play, and this is where Ivan Demidov's magic of the night begins. By the way, let's just say that Ivan Demidov being reinserted back onto the first power play unit, now especially with Patrick Laine out for injury, in addition to the fact that Zach Bolduc's now in the second unit, I don't think Marty's going to make this mistake ever again. Demidov back on the first power play unit, and this power play of Nick Suzuki, Cole Caulfield, Juraj Slafkovsky, Ivan Demidov, it's working. And then there's this guy named Lane Hudson on there too, I think. Nick Suzuki's second goal of the season, well, it pretty much ends up being a tap-in. He just has to sweep it into the net because Ivan Demidov makes a great play, a fake shot, just like on his first NHL goal. He gets it over to Nick to sweep it into the net to make it 2-1. Just a great play from Demidov. He put Garland like right out of place and out of sorts. Garland was banging his stick on the ice afterwards. He didn't get unsportsmanlike for that, I noticed, though. I had to throw it in there. Speaking of Josh Anderson, he hit the post on a breakaway, which was huge progress for him. That's not entirely true. I saw Josh Anderson actually score doing the exact same move, placing the shot in the exact same place in Buffalo just last year. So Josh can score on breakaways. We just know that before last year, he was missing on a lot of them. So I'm just having some fun. But All right, so Slavy boy, Slav is going to break his stick on this game-tying goal here, but that's okay because once again, and it's a shot from Lane Hutson from the point, but the way that Ivan Demidov plays this one, it was really nice because he recognized that the best play, as Ray Ferrara pointed on the broadcast, was to let the puck hits Demidov on the Lane Hutson shot, and he immediately gets it over to Slav. He buries it, breaks his stick, and then puts the arms out for the celly. You gotta love it. Then my somewhat look-alike and also fellow Point Claire born native, Mike Matheson. When you give this guy time at the point with the puck, he's gonna place the puck. He's gonna place the shot where he wants it to go. And Kirby Doc and Alex Newhook need to get credit for the screen for Mike Matheson because they both took turns kind of crisscrossing a little bit to make a nice screen, and Mike Matheson finishes the job for his third of the season. Lankinen ended up starting in net actually instead of Thatcher Demko, so I was wrong about that in the pregame, but not like it really mattered. Then we get to Demidov, and yes, my friend, another Oliver Kapanen point for you. Alexander Carrier feeds Ivan Demidov, but some great work down low, first of all, from Mike Matheson to keep the puck in deep, and he's like, he's like wrestling some Vancouver Canucks off him. The puck goes back up to Carrier. He gets it over to Demi for that one-timer smasher. I even made a note, Rip City from Demidov. So there you go. Demidov now takes the lead for points amongst rookies. So take that, Matthew Schaefer. Schaefer's unbelievable, though. He's had an awesome start. Actually, he's just a great guy, great kid, great story is Matthew Schaefer. So if it's these two guys running for the Calder Trophy this year, I'm all in on that storyline. Just nice to see Demi actually starting to shoot the puck more, and I think that's what we're realizing is I had a tweet about this not that long ago. I'm like, Demidov is an outstanding playmaker, as you saw on both of his assists to Suzuki and Slafkovsky, but when this guy can shoot the puck, he can rip it quick, he can score, and him being on the first power play unit, yeah, he's going to score more, and that's what we need. Connor Garland making the game interesting, making it 4-3, and that was a nice tip play. I got to give the Canucks a shout on that one because Elias Pettersson, or was it Quinn Hughes that made the pass? I think it was Quinn Hughes to Elias Pettersson, and then Connor Garland had the perfect hit past Dobes, but not much you can do to stop that one, but the Canucks did make it interesting late in this game, and they needed this win too. This is a team that's been struggling out of the gate. I can't believe it took me this long to mention it, but Evander Kane, like, are you new? Evander Kane clearly cross-checks Cole Caulfield from behind in the third period at 5:38, and he is incensed at the referees, and he's swearing and saying, "Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding me, Evander Kane? How long have you been in this league for?" If you can believe it, Evander Kane has been in the NHL long enough that he at one point was an Atlanta Thrasher. This is Evander Kane's 18th season in the NHL. He's 34 years old. You'd think by now he knows what cross-checking is. It just looked like the guy just lost all control of his brain when he was realizing that he was going to get penalized for that play. I mean, Caulfield, it wasn't a dive. Like, the guy went headfirst into the boards. Like, are you kidding me? It was just an idiotic play from him. I was just like, yeah, no wonder the Oilers could win the cup with this guy. Or anybody else, for that matter. Whatever. I'm all about redemption stories. I was hoping that things got better for him in that sense. But in terms of from a competitive standpoint, just from like a basic common sense hockey knowledge standpoint, I'm just a fan. I get it. But, like, dude. Anyways, enough about him. The Canadiens win this game and entertain us in the process. They go down too early, but this team not only never quits, they never give up, they never panic, and they're more mature, as Nick Suzuki said in his post-game conference. They're handling adversity with a more mature mindset. They understand the job and the task at hand whenever their backs are up against the wall a little bit. They don't go into the locker room panicked. They believe in each other. It was a big lift for this Canadiens team to get this win because they just flat out needed it. And as far as I'm concerned, they could be 8-2 on the season right now, but 7-3, 7 wins out of 10 to start the season. We'll take that. And this is where we're going to end this one, is on Jakob Dobes. And no, he did not get enough credit in this video thus far. But Dobes, again, like I mentioned, he made NHL history starting the season 5-0-0, just like he did last year. This guy is he's played 21 NHL games. Right now, he's rocking a 1.77 goals against average and a 940 save percentage. Dobie's playing great. You feel different when he's in net, just like when Carey was in net. And I'm not comparing Carey, but what I'm saying is it's a similar feeling of the confidence lift you have when he's in net. you just feel different when he's back there, and you just feel like the Canadiens and him are going to have better results. It's just the way it's going right now. I'm not saying he's not going to have a bad game or not let in a bad goal, but right now the guy's hot. He's our starter. He's going to start in Seattle on Tuesday. He's our starting goaltender, and frankly, right now, he's beating Sam Montembeault by a mile. I'm not dumping on Montembeault. I'm simply pointing out the fact that he's outplaying him by a great margin right now, and that's okay. That's a good thing, because healthy competition is a good thing. So if Sam Montembeault becomes your backup, just like Dobes was initially slotted in here this season, that's a good thing, and it's only going to make this Canadiens team better, and the wins are going to keep piling up. That being said, that's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. God love you. Thank you for all the support in every way that you do. Hit like and subscribe. I do genuinely appreciate it. Go Habs, go, and we'll see you soon. Ivan Demidov. 4 teams passed on him. 4.